Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and I hope you're all having a fantastic start of your week. And today I want to talk about a piece that went on pre-order over the weekend, and a lot of people are interested. There's a lot of talks about it, and there's a lot of comparisons with other pieces. This is the Iron Studios, the Joker statue 1/3 scale. And I really want to dissect the information that has been provided, the good and the bad in this video, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and I want to let you know if I think you need to add this to your collection or not. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. And as you can see, it's already available on pre-order. It's also available at Sideshow. I will have the links in the description for those who are interested. Now, as you can see here, it says the Joker Prime Scale 1/3 Joker. The price for this is $1,100. It's $1,150 at Sideshow. So of course it's cheaper if you go to the source. You can choose a payment plan up to, in this case, 10 payments, or you can pay in full. We're going to read some of the description before we get into the pictures. This item will be released on June 30th, 2021, according to the website. That's always subject to change. The license is Joker. The scale is 1/3. Limited edition based on original movie references, made in polished stone. Everything here is sculpted and pretty much in hard material. Hand painted. Includes 2 sets of arms. The product dimensions 29.5 inches in height, 17.3 inches in width, and 24.4 inches in length. The product weight is 18.2 pounds, and the release, according to this, again, is the second quarter of 2021. So now let's look at the pictures, and I gotta be honest with you, I don't feel this piece at all. Yeah, I'm not saying that I don't like some of the stuff and some of the things that I see. It is a nice depiction of the character, but I just don't feel it, particularly when there are other statues right now, other Joker statues that are looking amazing. So I feel that, do we really need this? Can this compete with what's out there right now, what is on pre-order from, in this case, Blitzway and Prime One Studio? I think that's a terrific piece. It's $1,300 at Sideshow, so technically it's $200 more expensive than this one. But that one I think is more premium because it does have mixed media elements. And I would say that, so I know some people don't like mixed media because it's a challenge just to display those pieces. You have to have a controlled environment so they can last longer. But if you're already at that price point, I'm sure that you already have the means to have a well-ventilated environment, a place that doesn't have as much humidity to have those pieces last longer. So in my opinion, I think whether you pay the $200 or $150 more, I think in the end, you have a much better product. But let's just dive into the piece. I want to just point other things that I'm noticing here that I have concerns, because there are good things that I like about this piece. There are things that I think are impressive, and I think this is not a bad piece at all. Now, first of all, one thing that I like about this piece, first of all, is the water effect. As you can see right there, that puddle that he's stepping in and the water that he's kicking in, that little thing, it's very nice. It's a nice touch. I think I love when companies add this little touches or little details to the pieces, and I think this is one that looks great, but it's not, I would say, mind-blowing, but it's well done. So I really like that. It is fully sculpted again, so some people are going to love that over the mixed media of the Blitzway. But again, I don't know. I just feel that in this case, the mixed media gives a more realistic feel to the piece than the fully sculpted one. This is a happy expression, and I think the Blitzway has a very happy expression as well. Another thing that I'm not really, I would say, feeling about this piece is the pose, and also that I feel that this piece eventually is going to lean no matter what. And what makes you say that, some people would ask? Well, I think it's just the fact that he's only standing on one foot, and because standing on one foot on one single leg, all the weight of this piece is pretty much held by only one single peg, and I don't know how deep that peg is going to go. I doubt it's going to go too deep. This is not really that tall of a vase, so I feel that this is going to be a challenge sometime at some point where you're gonna see a lot of leaning, particularly in this pose. You know, like when you look at the Blitzway, that Blitzway is standing on those 2 feet on the ground, so it does have more stability. It's more sturdy because of it. but this one doesn't have that. So yeah, it looked great when you saw it at the Sideshow con, but as you know, time is the big factor that you have to take into consideration. Over time, pieces, gravity takes its toll, and you're gonna have an effect. And you can say this, I can give you an example. Can you stand up in this position forever? You know, nobody can. And that happens, the same happens with statues and figures. So I feel that this is something that it's a big concern. At least I think it's, for me, it's a bigger concern than just the lack of some textures on the suit, because of course there's no mixed media. And I don't know, I feel that that's going to be, and this angle, I think kind of shows that perfectly. This is going to lean in some way and form to the back, to the other side. So I don't think this is something that is going to last like this forever, unless of course they put a big rod, which I doubt. Companies don't do that. And a long rod as well, a very sturdy one, and also by just reducing the weight of this piece. So it's going to be hollow, and most pieces nowadays are hollow. So at the end of the day, I feel that you're gonna pay more money, just a couple $100 more for the blitzway, but you're going to get more quality in the end. So at the end, you have to consider those factors. Another factor a lot of people were talking about is the eyes being closed. Some people don't like that. So I think there are a lot of things that are working against this piece, not necessarily just the, you know, the pose or the lack of mixed media. It's just overall, you know, as you know, many sculpted pieces are not really that great when it comes about really representing the art. This one comes with two interchangeable arms, or, you know, in this case 4, but 2 sets. And as you can see, this one, I like this one actually. I like both. I don't know, I'm just concerned about a lot of things here. Not saying that the piece is bad. I don't want to do any disservice to the company or to the sculptor or the painter. I think they did their best with what was given to them, and I think they did a good job. It's a nice piece, but right now this one is competing with better pieces or better representations of the Joker, starting with Blitzway, but also with the newest release by Quinn Studio that hasn't gone out on pre-order, the one that he's sitting by the mirror. I think that one is also a fantastic representation of the character, and those are very lifelike. When you compare those companies, when you talk about Quinn Studios, talk about Blitzway, the likeness in their faces is just amazing. It's surreal. And the problem with sometimes movie adaptations on statues, when they're fully sculpted, is that you don't really capture the likeness 100%. And I can see that here in the statue. The likeness is there. You know, is the representation of Joaquin Phoenix, but it doesn't look 100% accurate. And that's the problem that fully sculpted pieces, or at least the portraits, have. If you're a big fan of Iron Studios, or you're a top collector of Iron Studios, then I'm sure that you might not like what I'm saying here, and you're disagreeing with me, and I'm okay with that. You can disagree with it. I just don't think that this is the ultimate representation of the character. And for this, at this price point, there are better representations out there that in the end are gonna have more collectible value. Now, again, this piece is already available at Sideshow. You can see there's $11.50 there, so it's $50 more expensive, but you also get the layaway plan there as well. And the estimated arrival is around the same time. You know, as you can see, the same pictures that we saw. But when you look at, in this case, a Prime 1 Studios, I don't know, it's hard to, you know, to really compete with that. Look at that expression, that face. It's just at another level. So if you have to choose, I would say go for that one. Now, coming to the conclusion, and again, it might seem that I have a lot of things against this piece. There are good factors there that they can determine for people to go for this. First of all, price point. Some people might find it cheaper. Like if you're in Brazil, you might find it cheaper. If you are in America, you might find this cheaper. Although, you know, you can go for Sideshow also distributes for Blitzway, well, in this case for Prime 1 Studio. And that one, yeah, you pay a little more, but you have free shipping in the United States. There are good factors. They pretty much the fully sculpted design and all of that. Those are factors that can be taken into consideration. Some people might love to have different designs of different things. This is a very happy piece. The Blitzway also is a very happy piece. The Quinn Studio it's kind of like a darker side. But and at the end, it's just a matter of choice. And if you like this, by all means, go for it. I just don't think, in my opinion, if you ask me to, being honest with you, if I have to choose, definitely this is not going to be on the list, or at least not going to be at the top of the list. But again, this is just a matter of personal choice. But what is your opinion? What do you think? Are you a fan of this piece? Are you going to pre-order? Have you already pre-ordered? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless. Take care. And I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.